I wanted to introduce John Smith to you, who's going to introduce me to you.
I just Googled how to moderate a celebrity guest. I don't think that's how it works.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is John Smith. The great John Smith, you've all heard of him. People are still coming in, right? Don't run around the pool. It's wet. John, go ahead.
Yeah, well, hi, I'm John.
Wait, no, right, John, I'm sorry. Do your shtick, and then I'm going to leave and pretend I was never here.
Okay, let's go.
So, when I come back, yes, it's like you've never seen me before. All right, here I go.
Okay, let's wait. I want to make a good first impression. It's my first Salt Lake Comic Con. Hey, everybody, I'm John Smith from X96. Thank you for coming. Party tonight. You can get tickets for that at any of the entrances or at the X96 booth. I'm not going to waste any more time talking about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent Spider!
Thank you so much. Wow, that was so nice. Who was that gentleman? John Smith? That was John Smith? From, John Smith from 98.7? 96.4? 90... What? I'm sorry? What?
I noticed that the girls all know.
What is it?
Ladies all know who I am. What is it? It's X96.
X96.
96.3 on the FM dial.
96.3 on your FM dial. So what kind of music do you guys play?
We are rock alternative.
Rock alternative. I've never understood that term. What does that mean exactly?
I have no idea.
I see.
It's a lot of Green Day.
Oh, Green Day? Green Day?
A little bit of Mumford and Sons.
As a matter of fact, we have them here tonight. Who else? Mumford & Sons, Green Day.
Green Day.
Someone I know.
Somebody you know. Let's see. Absolutely no Nickelback whatsoever.
Oh, Nickelback. I know Nickelback. Yeah. Wait, Nickelback. Isn't the guy in Nickelback married to
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne.
Nickelback's odd because like the guy wears the leather pants, but he looks like Jesus. So I've never understood that.
Well, I've seen paintings like that. And he was wearing velvet pants, I think, in the painting. The great John Smith, ladies and gentlemen. From X93? 96. X96. You know him, you love him, you want him to leave the stage. Thank you.
I don't know that I've ever been so often.
John, I love your work. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff.
There he goes. Thought he'd never leave. I'm kidding. Is everybody in yet? No, not quite. There's still a few people coming in. You haven't missed anything. John Smith. No. You great guy. You know what? For those of you who are coming in late, I'm going to get John Smith to come out and introduce me again in a little while. I just wanted to get this on the road because at exactly... Oh, gotta go now. All right, well, no, at I think 4:50 I'm told I have to vacate this stage. Is this the room we were in last night, wasn't it? It looks so different now. Was it just like this? I mean, not the stage, but there weren't more seats out here last night? Exactly the same. Exactly. What were you saying? The lights. The lights are different. I like them on, so you can see the people. No, I don't mean you. No, I do. Of course I do. I noticed there are chairs here. Have people been using these chairs when they do? Yeah. I mean, the older people. Don't you like, I've mentioned this to some people who've been to my table to get autographs. I noticed there are people who write things like, all my love. Really? They don't mean that. All my love, they write it then again on the next person's thing. They just gave all their love to someone else. You know? Yeah. Anyway, I'm thinking this is a good room. I have a show, a concert that I do. I did it in Portland in January. Thinking maybe next year I gotta come back and do it here. And if I do, what's that? Am I in San Francisco? Oh, you want me to come to San Francisco? Okay. No, but I think this would be a good room to do it in. I think it's a great. I love the people here. They'll pretend they like me no matter what, which is what I would ask of you. Thank you. Maybe I should. What's that?
It's all our heart.
What?
It's all our heart.
What are they saying?
All our love.
All your love. Thank you so very much. And you mean that, don't you? Is that me up there? Oh, it is. Hey, how you doing? Hi. There's a delay. Look at that. So weird, isn't it? Okay. Perhaps I better, you filming? Yeah? You gonna post it somewhere? Or are you just keeping it for your very own? Hi. Do you want to get a close-up? Come here. How you doing? Let me just say one thing to you. All my love. Thank you. Does anybody want to get a photo while I'm up here? Take a photo of me. A photo op right now. Thank you so much. Now it's photo op time for you. Don't want to waste your battery? Is that? No. Hey! How are you? You! Yes! Okay. Okay. Let me, what's that? You love me. Okay. With all your heart. You're going to be tackled by security in just a second, so steel yourself. You what? You enjoy that? Okay, you good? Okay. All right, so let's, maybe I should take a few questions here. Let's see, shall I start over here with Indiana Jones, or move back over here to Karen Gillan, right? Yeah, Karen. Gotta go with Karen. Sorry, Indy. Yes, ma'am.
I'm so glad you got it.
Of course.
So I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but I'm also a Young Justice fan, so I wanted to know what it was like doing the voice of the Joker after people like Mark Hamill and Heath Ledger.
I felt like I was the best. You know what? Actually, the Joker, it was such an honor to be able to play the Joker. I hoped I was going to do it several times, and I think I might have if the show had stayed on. I don't know what happened to that show. I played the Joker on Young Justice. It was a cartoon series. I only did it one time, and I know Mark Hamill well. You know, have you heard my album Dreamland? Anybody? Well, Mark Hamill does all the other male voices on that CD. I never knew Heath, unfortunately. Of course, Jack and I are like this. But it was a great experience. Actually, I worked for those people. The same people who did Young Justice did Gargoyles. So, and they're doing a show right now called Star Wars Rebels, which someone I know may be on. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much. You're a fine-looking Karen Gillan, and keep up the good work. Thank you. Andy, what do you say, man?
My name's Glenn, Brent. First off, all I want to say, such an honor. Thank you for spending your time with us.
Glenn, gosh, all my love. What can I do for you?
I love all your characters from Data all the way down to Devlin Sinclair.
To who?
Devlin Sinclair.
Who's that? Oh, no, Devlin Bowman.
Bowman, that's right, you're right.
You're right.
Don't worry, people say that all the time, and I always have to say, no, Devlin Sinclair. Who's? Oh, Devlin Bowman.
There's
Yeah.
another movie in it with a character named Devlin Sinclair.
There is?
There is, I swear.
Anybody know another movie with a character named Devlin Sinclair?
I'll find it.
Oh, well, whatever, yeah.
Anyway, there's the differences between Data and lore. And as an actor myself, I know how hard sometimes it is to play a character that you might not like by yourself. And how good it is to feel to play a character that you know that people will like. What kind of experience did you have with that?
Devlin Sinclair, I think, was in playing a character. Let me get this straight, because I didn't really understand. Playing a character, how difficult it is to play a character that what?
Like the character that you know people won't like.
That I know people won't like.
As opposed to one that you know people do like
As opposed to doing one that you know people will like. I've never played a character. What's that? Good guy versus the bad guy. That's simple. You're simplifying things for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to turn to you a few times for translations. Thank you. In truth, I don't think I've ever played a character that people don't like. Be it good guy or bad guy. I'll tell you what, though. I know what you're saying, though. Truly, as an actor, there are characters that are detestable that you can play. I've played detestable characters, but they've been in comedies mostly. I've hardly ever played anyone who's really, really awful. Sometimes, as in the case of lore, I think their awfulness can be fun, and it was in that case. But if you're playing someone really, really horrible, I don't know. I think the object is to try to find some reason why they're horrible, some psychology, something that gives you some sympathy or empathy for the person you're playing, so you're not just playing pure evil. And then when you're playing somebody beloved, you try to find something awful about them. No, you don't have to do that. Anyway, good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, ma'am. You would be
Libby.
Libby, of course.
Yeah, I tried to kill you yesterday when you said never leave me.
You tried to kill me?
With a hug.
So sweet of you. Oh, you give me a hug.
Yeah, really hard.
Yeah, you hurt me.
I wouldn't put it past
In the
you.
best possible way. Go ahead.
All right, so I wanted to ask how hard it was for you to keep a straight face all the time with your huge outgoing personality.
When?
When I played Data.
Oh, when I played Data. You know what? It really wasn't hard. Maybe I'll sit for just a moment and kind of relax and be with you. Where was I? Oh, Libby. You know what, what you saw on television was generally not the first take. Yeah. So, after the director threatened to walk off the set, which really did happen on our show, we had a director, we were so raucous and so wild on the set. Well, you've seen Jonathan. I wish he was out here with me right now, because we do... What's that? No, when he was a director, he was like, okay, can we get quiet, please? But Jonathan is loud and boisterous, and he is so different from Riker. I would say of all the people on the show, he is the least like his character. Because Jonathan is big and funny and loud, and we actually had a director threaten to not come back on the show. And Rick Berman, who was our producer, came down to the set, he called us in together, and he said, you know, guys, we just had a director say, I'm not going to come back and direct tomorrow. I can't. These people are just out of control. And he said, you've got to be quiet and be a little more professional. And Patrick said, I'm appalled. He said, we are here to work. To have fun, Jonathan. And Denise, this is early on, Denise was still on the show, and Denise said, Patrick, you know, if we don't have fun, you know, the show won't be as funny. Where does it say we're supposed to have fun? He really did. So we all felt terrible, and Rick went off, and we all said, you know, okay, we'll behave. This was the episode, by the way, where Denise met her untimely end in a pool of Metamucil, or whatever it was. And then we had the scene of the beautiful funeral scene where she was, you know, Patrick's on the hill, and he was standing on this hill, and all of a sudden he starts spinning around going, "The hills!" And that was it. All professionalism went out the window for all of us after that. There you have it, Libby, if I may call you that.
Yes, you may.
Yes.
And I do love you. I'm not going to say it with all my heart. But I do love you a lot, because I don't want to lie, because there are other actors that have a love too.
Okay, well, if you must.
All right.
Thank you, Libby. Or whatever your name really is. Oh, it is your name. Okay. Okay, Libby. Yes, sir.
My name's Chad. My question is...
Oh, yeah, Chad. Sure, I met you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your name is...
Chad.
I'm Chad.
Right.
My question is, when they approached you to play Dr. Sung again on Star Trek Enterprise, what were your thoughts on that, and how that character was going to grow more than it ever did on TNG, you know?
Well, it wasn't the same character.
Well, yeah, it wasn't the same character, but it was still a descendant of Dr. Sung and everything.
Well, that's not what you said. Yes, no, it was an ancestor of the Sungs that we got to know on Star Trek. There was Dr. Sung, Noonien Sung, Data Sung. Did you know that Sung was Data's last name? Data Sung, before Sung. There was Lor Sung.
Lor Sung.
And Mrs. Sung. You remember Mrs. Sung, Fiona Flanagan? Finola Flanagan, she was great. She's a great actress, Finola. I love her. And so then Rick called me when they were doing Enterprise, and he said, hey, would you do the series, would you do our show? We have 3 episodes, And the character is Eric Sung, who later, of course, he was the father of the father of the father of the father of Noonien Sung. And I said, how much? And no, he said, I'd really appreciate it if you would do it because, you know, we're in trouble here, and I think if you came on the show, it would really help things and get the ratings higher. And somewhere in the middle of the second episode I did, I think they were canceled. But it had nothing to do with me. But no, I enjoyed that. They were actually 3 really good episodes. That whole thing of the augments I thought was really cool, and LeVar directed one of them, which was always fun. And you remember LeVar, right? You know, he was going to be here, but he's directing something right now. So I'd just like to say, butterfly. I don't know that song, I really don't. Yes, I've heard him do it, but I've never really listened. Anyway, does that answer your question, Chad?
Yeah, thank you.
May I call you Chad?
Yes.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you.
All right. Libby? Yeah. All right. Hey.
Hi there, my name is Jake, and I'm the other Indiana Jones.
Certainly you are. I think not the other, you're one of the other Indiana Joneses.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there's many. How many Indiana Joneses?
There's I see about 35 right now. Okay.
Anyways, my question is this.
Yeah.
Since Star Trek is considered to be a pretty thought-provoking show.
Pretty thought-provoking.
Very thought-provoking
Yeah,
show.
thank you.
What do you think viewers and fans can take away from seeing your characters, Data, Lore, and anybody else you may have played on screen?
What can they take away?
Yeah,
Where are they
have
going?
fans learn?
What have they learned?
Yeah, what sort of lessons can we learn from Lore, Data?
Well, really, you learn that it's possible that the Mount Everest of acting has been achieved. That's what you walk away with as you attempt to climb that mountain. But you'll never get there. Because only one man has planted his flag at the top of that mountain. And that is me, yes. Absolutely right. Have you learned something?
Of course I have.
Take it with you. Take it back to your people. And teach them. Thank you. Thank you, Indy. Yes, young lady.
Hi, my name is Brenda. And
Brenda, of course. I know.
I was wondering what the funniest blooper or something that went wrong during filming was for you.
You know, the only thing I can think of, because I didn't really watch the bloopers. I'm told they're funny. And this was not among the bloopers, but we did an episode where Dr. Crusher, that's her name, right? And, you know, it never occurred to me it was Bones and Crusher. That's just so amazing. Gates brought that up last night, and I had never thought of that. Bones and Crusher. And Pulaski. I don't know. Anyway, we were doing an episode where, it was the very first episode where Dr. Crusher basically activated my off button. Not mine, but Data's. And she came up behind me and pressed the button and turned me off. Yeah, there's an on button. But the direction the director gave me was, look, there's a table in front of me. It was not this high, but it was something like this, but it was a little lower. And I was to just then fall forward onto the table like that. And so we did it, first time we did it, she came up, she pressed my back and in the button, and I fell forward, and somehow my chin hit the edge of the table, right here. And as most of you know, but probably have, this is the single most common injury that a human being can have. A lot of people have scars under their chin right here because it's done so often. Well, that was the first time for me. It was somewhere in my 40s. And anyway, I hit, but your adrenaline's going when you're working, and so I didn't really feel it. And I kind of stood up a little bit, and all of a sudden drops started to hit the table, and I went, oh, I think something's wrong. Who was that? Nice. Can you do that again? No. Okay, so I realized my chin is bleeding, and everybody looked at it. They said, look, we got to take you over to the infirmary real quick. So I went over to the infirmary, and they looked at it, and they said, hey, you got to go to the hospital and get it stitched up because it's cut badly. So they rushed me over to the hospital, and I walked into the emergency room as Data. And they acted like they didn't see it. And they were like, okay, let's see that chin. You know, doctors are very sober. And so they looked at my chin and they stitched it up, and I went back to the studio, back into makeup. Michael Westmore, who's a genius, he put a piece of rubber underneath my chin and then made up under it. You couldn't see it. I got back onto the set, everybody's still waiting. Got on the set, the director said, okay, can you do it again? Literally, and I did it again. And that time I did not hit my chin. I was very careful not to do that. But that's the only thing I can remember really going wrong in a big way.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
We've met before, haven't we?
A couple of times.
What's your name?
Marcy.
Marcy, how could I ever forget? That night in Shangri-La. You've changed, Marcy. I mean, your clothes. You look the same, of course. What can I do for you? That's why I said that before, didn't I? Go ahead.
My favorite episode with you on Star Trek was when you made your own daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was wondering how you felt about the development of Data with Starfleet and you kind of being a rebel of Starfleet when they tried to take away your technology and
What episode was that? I was a rebel? Data, rebel. I wish they'd done that.
Well, you seem to get in trouble with Starfleet more than other characters.
Did I? Well, I was just a poor, pathetic android. I didn't know. What's the question?
How you felt about the development of Data in that direction?
In that direction. Very good. I felt like Data was a wild man. A rebel breaking free of the binds of Starfleet. What show was that? I didn't, I thought I followed orders. I was a soldier. I was
Your
an android.
programming would get changed or...
My program, I did go off a few times. I remember, what? Oh, they wanted to measure the man. They wanted to disassemble Data. The heck they're going to do that? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't have to placate him. If you don't agree, you can say so. He can take it, I promise. Oh, well, you're right. he right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're right. So what was your question? How did I feel about that? Yeah. Oh, you know, yeah, okay. I felt really like this is just wonderful television, and actually, Measuring Man was a great episode because it was really about something, and that was us at our best when we were really about something, and that happened quite a few times. That's the beauty of Star Trek. It's got great characters, it's got action, it's got adventure, but it's about something, and that's that is us at our best. Yeah, thank you. Hey.
How's it going, Brent?
Cool, man. How you doing?
Great.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
We met before, right?
Yeah, we fist bumped it. Fist bumped.
Yeah, it was in Shangri-La, right? Yeah, we fist bumped. Yeah, Jeremy, of course. Yeah.
So, you offered Sheldon Cooper a signed Mr. Data doll. That was in the trunk of your car. I was wondering, do you still have any of those? I'd love to have one.
Well, I understand that. I appreciate that. You got a birthday coming up?
In December. So, yeah, it's coming up, just not very soon.
Well, too bad, because I'm giving them all away before December.
Just my luck.
Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? Jeremy, I so wish I could save one for you, but I can't.
I mean,
sorry.
How about this? I'm starting a new job on Monday. Does that count as a good occasion?
I don't know. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be writing reports with databases.
What's a database?
You should know your pretty well.
That's true. Jeremy, you know, can I just give you another fist bump? Would that be okay?
That'd be great.
Get over here. You know what? Those of you who've met me notice that I don't like to shake hands. And I really don't. And it's not like I'm Howie Mandel or anything. I mean, I don't have, I'm not germ-phobic, I'm hand-phobic. I'd be happy to shake your foot if, or whatever else you like. Of course I would. No, you know, the truth of the matter is, I used to go to conventions. Every time I went to a convention, I came home sick. And it's because I was shaking hands with everybody. And the fact of the matter is, that is the way you exchange germs. And if people are sick and they don't tell you they're sick and they shake your hand, then you're sick, and then you give it to somebody else, and so on and so on and so on. I'm trying to end handshaking in America. It's just dumb. Once we found out this is how we're making people sick, why do we keep doing it? You know, there are a lot of countries that do this. When they greet one another, they don't get as sick as we do. Okay, just bear that in mind. Kiss, okay. But, did you know there's less chance of getting sick hugging somebody than there is shaking their hand? Well, let me have a look at you there. All right, let's do a little mental hug, huh? Get your hand off of there. Yes, sir.
Hey, I have a question.
All right.
When in Star Trek Generations, when Data gets his motion chip,
Yeah.
how much fun was that playing with Data going from no emotions to being super funny, like when he's singing that song, and searching for life forms?
I don't even remember that song. What do you mean? I made it up on the spot. You know what, that those guys, actually, let me answer his question first. It was so much fun because there was something I really dug about, and I know a lot of people didn't like it, and that's fair-ish. And, but, you know, when you play a character for 7 years, and then all of a sudden the character changes dramatically, and you can't really go back, totally. I love that idea. It was so brave of the writers to do that. But when we were doing Generations, got the script, shooting the next morning, it said, Data sings, life forms, you funny little life forms. And that's all it said. And I got there and I said, well, what's the song? And they said, oh, just sing something. So I did. And, but honestly, I can't do it now. I bet you could do it though.
I probably could.
Could you? Would you? Oh, you do it in harmony? Is that? Yeah.
Life forms, do-do-do-do. You precious little life forms, do-do-do-do. Precious little life forms, do-do-do-do. Where are you? Do-do-do-do-do-do.
That was awful. It was actually amazing. I mean, you know what kills me? I am so, believe it or not, when I want to act and I really have to psych myself up to do it because I'm so, oh gosh, okay, I don't want to be bad, I don't want to be terrible, I want it to be good, I gotta be, I rehearse and just these guys just come up, they sing in front of all of these people, they feel fine about it. I so envy that.
Well, that's going to be my only chance to sing that song to you, and it's one of my favorite Data moments, so I can pass it up.
Don't be so sure. I might ask you to do it again someday.
Next time I come back, I'll sing it to you again.
You know what? Maybe we'll travel together. The three of us.
Yeah, the three of us.
Yeah.
We'll travel the road.
And I'll go, ladies and gentlemen, I have a couple of guys I'd like to bring out right now. You know them, you love them, they do the life form song. Thank you guys. Fantastic. Literally fantastic. You see these people standing here with 5s in their hands? That means I have 5 minutes, right? Okay. You know what? I can't because somebody's coming on after me, right? Who's on next? What? The Powerpuff Girls. Maybe I'll stick around for that. Okay, yes.
Hello, Brent.
Hello. Do you know the Lifeform song? Yeah. Oh. What can I do for you? Nothing?
Yes, something. My question for you is, what was the best part of being on Star Trek?
What was the best part of being on Star Trek? Well, you know what, really simply, I can make something up now, and perhaps I will. It was really, you know, you guys all work. How many jobs can you imagine doing where you go to work and you laugh all day long? And we did. We really did. We were in, you know, once Patrick decided not to be British anymore, we laughed all day long. And it's Patrick who said that before. He said, you know, I just can't imagine I'll ever have another job again where I am certain when I go to work in the morning, I am going to laugh and laugh and laugh all day.
Wrong voice.
What's that?
Wrong voice.
Well, I'm quoting him now. I'm not being him. standing here with 5s? How can it still be 5? No time has passed. You should have those that say 4.5. And then, yeah, yes ma'am.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm a huge fan. I love you with a big portion of my heart.
Yes?
You have to share with Nathan Fillion. Sorry.
You know, that's fine. He'll be the aortic aneurysm.
And I was going to ask you to sing the Lifeform song, but they totally beat me to the punch. So my mother's insisting that I ask if you are fully functional.
Your mother?
Yeah, she's right over there.
Where is she? Hi. You should be ashamed of yourself. You'll have to ask Denise. You know what? It is moments like that, isn't it? When, Mom, when you look at your daughter and she asks a question like that, you think, I did things right. Good work. Yes. Hey.
So I'm Tianka. So just a quick question for you. I was just wondering if you could sing a duet of Early Berlin with me.
Never. Okay. No, I have to be honest. I don't just sing unless I'm singing. For me, it's just like acting. I need to rehearse. I need to be warmed up. I need it to be good. Why would I want to be lousy? That's for you, not for me.
Just the way you are.
What's that?
I said we love you just the way you are. I don't care if it sounds.
So Billy Joel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you, Billy. And don't go changing. Hi, baby.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. So one of my cousins had a really huge crush on Data when
Yes.
she was a kid.
Yes.
And as an adult, now that crush has hold on to you. And
Yeah.
her dad, my uncle, has terminal colon cancer, and I know that she would freak out if I took a recording of you to sing hello to her.
What's her name?
Her name is Micah.
Wait, come here. Now look, I want you to say, when you turn it on, I'm going to say, hello, Micah, and then I want you to turn the camera, and everybody go, hello, Micah. All right? Ready? Hello, Micah. Hi, Micah. We'll talk later. Can you imagine? You know, I was on stage once doing one of these I was in Ottawa. Not that it matters where I was, but it so happens I was in Ottawa, and it was Mother's Day. And I remembered while I was standing here that it was Mother's Day. So I took my phone out and called my mother. And we're talking, and I said, you know, by the way, she said, where are you? I said, no, I'm on stage in Ottawa. She said, really? And I said, yeah, but would you also say happy Mother's Day to my mother? And this huge explosion happened, and you know, every year since then, she said, I liked it last year better. I'm done. I'm done. Hey, you know what? I'm digging this town. Thank you all so much for inviting us here and being so enthusiastic and loving the show and continuing and showing the show to your kids, and you're the greatest. Thank you so much.